Well, yes. So this brings me to the 4th of July, 2012, which is a day that marks a new era in particle physics. And this is not only because François Englert and Peter Higgs met for the first time ever in front of a packed auditorium at CERN, but mainly because their ideas on mass of the fundamental particles had just been confirmed. But let us start by going 50 years back in time. In the autumn 1964, Englert, together with Robert Brout, who is now no longer with us, and Peter Higgs independently published 2 manuscripts explaining how certain particles can obtain mass. As you can see, the publication dates are only a few months apart. In the case of Higgs, October 19th. In the case of Englert and Brout, August 31. So both made a contribution to explaining the origin of mass, and these contributions cannot be distinguished. Now, what they did is central to the so-called standard model of particle physics. And let me try to explain what the standard model of particle physics is about by taking this example of a fly. So everything around us, and we ourselves, flowers, trees, stars, can be described in terms of a handful of constituents of matter and the forces acting between them. And so if you now look at the fly, it consists of molecules. Each molecule consists of atoms, and each atom has an atomic nucleus, and orbiting around the nucleus, we have electrons. Nuclei are not fundamental particles. The protons and neutrons have in turn fundamental constituents which we today believe are indivisible, and they are called quarks. Now, these fundamental matter particles interact by means of forces. And within quantum mechanics, we believe that these forces are mediated by quanta, by particles. And so we have the electromagnetic force mediated by photons, which are massless. We have the weak nuclear force mediated by massive particles, which are called W and Z. And we have the strong nuclear force mediated by massless gluons. Now, all is well and good, except that the theory behind the standard model would like all the mediator particles and all the matter particles to be massless.